So, I'm doing okay. If you didn't know, last week was pretty rough. We very sadly lost my childhood pony Mickey that we've had for over 15 years. Today's video, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to film. Still don't know. You never know. Could just burst out crying and be like, you know what, scrap that. This is the second time I'm trying to film this, so just putting that out there, so please bear with. But yeah, that was very sad. It was also very sudden as well. We didn't know that was going to be his last day, but he is now gone. First off, I wanted to make this video / podcast episode just to let you guys know that I'm doing alright, the horses are doing alright, we're doing the best we can, despite everything that's happened in the last week. And also, I wanted to make it just to say thank you to all of you, because so many of you have messaged me, like literally tens of thousands. I started like hearting replies and comments and that kind of thing, and then I got to the stage where I was like, okay, this weekend, because I announced it on the Friday, he passed on the Wednesday, so yeah, that was tough. Especially as there's no kind of guidebook when you're a content creator and you lose or go through grief. There's also no sort of guidebook to grief. Everybody grieves in different ways. Some people, they're not doing all right, but they seem all right, or vice versa. And anyway, just wanted to put that out there. So if I make any jokes, or if I, maybe seem more upbeat or less upbeat or that kind of thing, just know that I'm hurting, but I'm healing. Also, just want to say a huge thank you to my friends and my family for all of the support the last couple of days, or last few days, because they've been amazing, and it's been a little bit tough. It's not been the best year, but if you listen to last week's, I haven't even kind of explained things. So today's video, I think I'm pulling myself together now, everybody. It's okay, don't worry. It's not going to be a sad video. Well, I started off crying, it's me. It's a little bit sad. But anyway, I'm pulling myself together. Because you guys know, the channel, it's normally a very light-hearted, happy, jokey place that a lot of people come to as a safe place, as a happy place. And I don't want to make it a sad place, and I don't think Mickey would want me to make it a sad place either. So we're going to have this one last video. We can cry together. Sorry, that was really cringe. And we can, just chat about everything, how things are going, because obviously my life's taken a little bit of a 180. Things have changed very quickly. A lot of you have asked, how the horse is doing. Oh yeah, sorry. Also, you guys, if you're regular listeners or viewers, will know that I'm very good at going off topic and going here, there and everywhere. But yeah, in today's episode / video, I'm actually going to make it as some of you guys know me from YouTube, so it'll be my YouTube video this week. Some of you guys know me from the podcast, so it's going to be my podcast episode this week. But yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone for all in the love and support. I just want to say a huge thank you to Red Post as well. The family that own Red Post, they were one of the first people to message me regarding Mickey and sent a really sweet message, and they've been a big supporter of the podcast and they sponsor the podcast, so just wanted to say thank you to them. But yeah, so whatever you're listening on, I mean, if you listen to last week's podcast episode, you'll know that we were like celebrating because the podcast is now hosted on Spotify. You can watch it on video format, that kind of thing. And then this week, I'm crying. So it goes to show things can change in life very, very quickly. But yes, where should I begin? Thought I'd do a little update on the horses first, because so many of you have asked how they're doing. A lot of you have asked about Duke, because obviously Mickey and Duke were like BFFs. They would go out in the paddock together, go and do zoomies, that kind of thing. Duke is actually doing a lot better than we expected. He's obviously, all of the horses, it's been very quiet on the yard, less chaos. But Duke, he's doing okay. He's a tough little guy. Joey, on the other hand, I think he's struggling a little bit more. He is a very sensitive horse. He's very emotionally intelligent, and Mickey's stable and Joey's stable were kind of next door to each other. So I think that's, one of the harder things that we've gone through, or definitely Joey has gone through. But they're doing okay. They're doing all right. All of the horses are having lots of love and attention and cuddles from all of us, because obviously they've lost a friend as well, and they're grieving. So, yeah. I was gonna, this week I was supposed to be filming a Christmas pony party, That's obviously not going to happen. Definitely wouldn't feel the same. But there we are. Things change. So many of you, I've pretty much grown up on the internet. I've been posting videos for almost 10 years now. A lot of them were with Mickey, and a lot of, to you guys, Mickey was almost like your childhood pony as well. We've grown up together. I know that on YouTube, my main audience now is 18 to 25. I'm getting to the stage where you guys that are my age or maybe a little bit older that have grown up watching my videos, you're now taking your children to my meet and greets and things, which is wild. So there's no rule book of being a content creator and sharing your life and, when do you share things, when do you tell people. I knew that I wanted to tell people as soon as possible, as soon as I'd kind of made like a little remembrance video for Mickey, because number one, I don't want to keep things from you, and you guys, I know, love him almost as much as we did, and I want to let you guys know also, it's a Mickey, out of all the times of year to go, you really chose your time, because it's literally like the week or two before Christmas, and I wanted to let people know before the holly jolly kind of holiday period, because I didn't want to make everyone upset too close to Christmas. I know a lot of people have also got in contact saying that they've lost their childhood pony or their heart horse and they know how it feels, and I just want to say, if you've also gone through that, I'm really sorry to hear that too. And they do hold a really special place in our hearts, and I just feel so lucky that, number one, I got to have 15 years with Mickey. Most people, when they outgrow their childhood pony, they often get sold on, or they get to, be with another child and give them an incredible experience of having a pony childhood. Mickey, we were very lucky to keep him. Well, one of the reasons was because he was getting older and had many health issues, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think many people would have wanted to buy a horse with health issues that couldn't be ridden anymore. So, but he was kind of like, I never had a childhood dog, so I was describing him kind of like a childhood dog for us, because even when I couldn't ride him anymore, we would take him on walks, and we would take him to the pub, we would take him to the village shop. The village shop used to also give us like all the going off like apples and carrots for him, so he was a big part of not just my family, but also the local community as well, and obviously the equestrian community too. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you again for all the lovely, lovely messages. I also kind of wanted to film today because I'm going to the London International Horse Show this week, and I was like, I just need to talk about it, I need to get all my tears out, and then hopefully I won't cry when I go to a horse show, because I know some of you were like, Esme, girl, don't worry about filming, don't worry about working, just do what you need to do. And I kind of feel like this is what I need to do. I've gone through a lot of, like, in my job, as I said before, the channel I like to keep is a happy place. And when it comes to life is not always a happy place, there's things in my life that have happened that hasn't been so good, if that's with, like, health or family or that kind of thing, and I was going to say, I'm very good, as I'm crying. Most of the time, I'm pretty good at being my happy, jolly self, even when things aren't that way. And I think that's because when I'm, chatting to you guys, filming videos with the horses, I genuinely am. That's like my happy place when I'm with them. And also with a job where it's so involved with horses and that kind of thing. Like, I still have 3 horses that I'm very lucky to own and still be in my life, that I'm still waking up every day, feeding them, looking after them, riding them. I mean, Jebby this afternoon, he's going to get a haircut, so that'll be fun. So yeah, life goes on. You just got to keep on pushing on, taking each day as it comes. And yeah, I wanted to make this video now because I can hopefully talk about it. I remember I managed to talk about it with my friend the other day, for the first time without crying, and I thought I was going to be able to do that with this, but it just feels a little bit too raw with, talking to so many of you. I don't know. But yeah, I honestly am so lucky to call this my job and to do something that I love so much, and it would feel wrong to stop doing it because it's something that I love so much. So I apologise that my podcast episode this week and my YouTube video episode this week is the same one. don't shout at me. I'm sorry, I know it's a little bit of a lazy thing to do, but your girl can only cry so much. I tell you what, one thing that me and my dad were laughing about, not really laughing or joking about it, but we were saying, I tell you what, it's thirsty work creating this many tears. We were both saying, like, I don't think I've been to the toilet that much this week. Like, all of my liquids, it's just coming out of my eyeballs. So we've been drinking a lot of water. Oh my gosh, the other day we were both, it was like the saddest thing. We were just sitting around the lunch table, me, my dad and my mum. My dad and I were just eating our soup, and our soup was getting slightly more watery and watery as we were kind of crying. So there we go. That's been this week. But no, I was very lucky that I've got such a lovely group of friends, and I think hanging out with friends is definitely something that can help bring a bit more normality to you when you're going through a tough time. So yeah, we went round a mate's house the other day, had a takeaway because a new takeaway place opened in town. We were like, perfect, let's go and do that. And for those few hours that we were chilling, having our takeaway, laughing away, everything seemed normal. So thank you to my friends for that, because that really cheered me up. And I think the hardest thing is just everywhere I go that there are a lot of memories. For example, I think the thing that broke my heart the most was the day after, going up to see the horses and Mickey's stable being empty. That was pretty tough. Alright, I have just realised that when this video/podcast episode goes out, it will be the weekend before Christmas. Now, I don't want to make it too sad. We've had our time talking about it at the beginning of the episode, and we're gonna stop the tears, we're gonna stop the sadness, and we're gonna talk about the future. We're gonna talk about positive and happy things coming our way. So first off, I got quite a few exciting horse shows that I'm going to next year. We've got starting off with the National Equine Show, which will be the third time running that I've been there, so that is very cool. Third time running the show. That's in March, so kicking off the year strong. And then I'm heading back to the USA, so I'm excited to be going back to the Kentucky 3-day event. So Team USA, all of my Americans out there, hopefully see you there, because that is, one of the biggest horse shows in the US, I want to say. Anyway, so that will be very cool. Looking forward to that, looking forward to another trip away. But yeah, as this is kind of like the weekend before Christmas, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates, and also Happy Holidays. I don't know, maybe we can have a little chat about like what our kind of like Christmas plans are, because each year it kind of changes depending on like what my other side of the family want to do. But this year we're having a big Christmas. We're having like everyone is coming over. I think there's 12 of us, which is a lot when you think about it. Like my family cooking like the Christmas dinner and that kind of thing. So because my mum and dad live next door to my grandparents, so I think we'll start off being at my grandparents' house. So while my mum and dad cook the Christmas dinner, they could be like, okay, everybody out of the house, go away, get out of our way. I don't know if anybody else's family do that. Like, I remember my mum one year being like, okay, you see this line where the fridge is? Nobody is allowed to go past the fridge. Nobody is allowed into the kitchen. Nobody is allowed to be in here because this is the no-no zone. And they were like, Esme, Max, if you see, Max is my brother, by the way, if you see anybody go past the fridge, you need to lure them back. You know, get them Christmas food, Christmas drinks, like just lure them back into the living room. Do not let them into the kitchen. It's like, yes, chef, yes, Gordon Ramsay. Like, don't let anyone in the kitchen. Anyway, so that's a little Christmas joke that we have. But yeah, I think this year it's got so far that it's not just don't go past the fridge. It's don't come in the house. If you come in the house, you're going to get shouted at. It's not going to be good. So we're all going to my grandma and granddad's house, and that's where we're going to chill until the Christmas dinner is ready and we're allowed in. And some of you guys might be thinking like, Esme, that's so antisocial, because I know some people, you guys don't have your Christmas dinners until the evening, like 5-6 o'clock, until it's dark. And I'm like, what on earth? We are a midday Christmas dinner family, because a lot of the time you're just waiting for the dinner. Get into that dinner. we're an early family. Like, this might sound really, really bad, but sometimes I do have my lunch at about 11:30 in the morning, which I don't know. Like, when you wake up early to look after horses, and you can either have a morning snack or you can just have an early lunch, and sometimes having an early lunch is the vibe. It just feels so much nicer. Anyway, So there we go. We have like a 1 o'clock Christmas dinner. And then if you have your Christmas dinner, you can go for your little Christmas walk afterwards. We're a Christmas walk kind of family where you kind of walk off your Christmas dinner, go for a little walk around the countryside, walk around the village, across the footpaths. Often we are wearing like Wellington boots because it is so muddy this time of year. It's always like muddy, raining, windy, absolutely freezing. And we're like, no, it's Christmas, we must go on our Christmas walk. So anyway, we like to have an early Christmas dinner because then we can have an early Christmas walk. So yeah, what I was saying before, no one's allowed in the kitchen until Christmas dinner is served. You might be thinking, goodness, you just don't see your family all day if you don't have your Christmas dinner until like 5, 6 o'clock. So anyway, that is our little Christmas tradition that we have there. I'm going out with some friends for New Year's. Whoop whoop. That'll be fun. I will have to do the horses first thing in the morning though, so I am not going to have much sleep that night because my mum and dad are away because they're going out. Get it, guys. So I was like, I'm on babysitter duty. They're literally my own children, the horses. What do you mean? But I was going to say I'm debating doing an all-nighter, but I'm not an all-nighter. As I said before, I'm an early person. I like to be in bed before 9 o'clock. I like to 8:30 get into bed, half an hour of maybe reading, something like that, sleep by 9. That sounds like a perfect evening for me. I'm such a grandma, so I don't know how. I think I might just have to go to sleep and then wake up for midnight. I don't know, that's really sad. I'm not going to do that. I will probably just have to have a lot of coffee, and then I'll have to wake up to do the horses in the morning, and then I'll probably just go back to sleep again. So I think that is my plan for New Year's. So there we go. Lovely stuff. I also have lots of exciting stuff planned for 2025, and I'm going to be that person again that's going to be like, I hate it when content creators or YouTubers go, so I had this really exciting thing that I can't tell you about, but that is literally, I can tell you, I've got a new book coming out in 2025, woo, that'll be fun. Yeah, book number 4, The Starlight Stable's going, maybe some other exciting stuff to do with that, you never know. And then, so yeah, 2025, it's looking alright, it's looking good, we've got some good things coming up. We've got some positivity. Well, I think for now, that's as much chat as I have left in me because I've not been in the most chatty mood lately. But I'm filming this at the beginning of the week. By the time the London International Horse Show rolls around, I'm sure I'll get my chat back. I'll be back in my more happy as myself. Next week's video and podcast episode, I promise I'll do separate ones as well, and I promise that I'll be happier. I promise I won't cry. I promise, guys. I'm sorry about this. I just felt like we needed just one more time, just to all have a bit of a cry together, a bit of a chat about it, a bit of a what's happening. But yeah, so there we go. On that note, I just want to say another huge thank you to all of you for all the love and support recently. It means so much to me and my family through these harder times, but there's lots of good things to look forward to in the future, and I hope you guys stick around for that. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.